Now if I break your heart, little mama, don't make a scene. You really mad at yourself cause you couldn't do it to me. Probably call me a failure if I ain't never achieved. I'd rather you call me cocky for living like I believe that I'm a king. No sympathizing with the fake or surprises from the snakes. It's flock season and I value my estate, so I bought some barbed wire in case they try and climb the gate. Houston rocket on my waist, hip hop cops on my case.
Yo, what's up? This is Derek, and you're watching episode 6 of Jack and Ginger. Thank y'all for coming back. As you can see, I'm back. Took a little break, but back on here, man. So, first off, happy holidays to everybody. Today is actually Christmas, or the night of Christmas. So, I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it is you celebrate. Happy holidays, man. So it's definitely a great time of the year, just to be with family and friends. Prayers to those who are, struggling during the holidays or having a rough time during the holidays. Thinking about you guys too. So first things first, we got to take care of some business. So go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button on YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, go ahead and follow there too. Appreciate y'all. So yeah, man, Christmas just wrapped up. I'm hoping y'all ain't spend too much money on gifts. You know what I'm saying? Rent is due or mortgage is due, whatever you got in the next 5 days. I hope y'all ain't go too crazy. One thing I seen this week that was interesting, right? Future had posted something on, I believe it was Instagram. I'm gonna get right into it because I thought this was a good topic to discuss. So Future had posted something on Instagram basically saying, I think it said, I'm bigger than Jay-Z in the streets, which is like, okay. I mean, Future, you're a legend. I mean, Jay-Z is the greatest of all time in my opinion, but he's not really putting out music right now. So I guess you kind of got some leeway to say that right now if Jay-Z ain't putting out music. And then Jay-Z responded basically saying, ain't nobody seeing me in a verses going song for song, which like I 100% agree with. So somehow like on Twitter or Instagram, social media, whatever, you know how people blow stuff up. Lil Wayne name got thrown into the mix as if he could go bar for bar, song for song with Jay-Z, which I think is crazy because, I mean, I rock with Lil Wayne. He's probably, I mean, I guess I put him in like the top 10 or 15 of rappers of all time, but like some of his lines are like so questionable. So I think we kind of seen that with the verses between Dipset and the Lox. Like as a listener, like when you're looking at the verses or just in general, like when you're looking at songs and you're comparing one artist to another, you start listening to the lyrics a little bit more and not just the beat. He got hits, but in terms of like who is the best of all time or who would win like a versus battle, like song for song, hit for hit, it's not even close, bro. Like I don't even know how Lil Wayne even got in the conversation or got into the mix. So yeah, I thought that was crazy. And I was just looking, I'm like, Wayne be having some crazy lines. So I had to like pull some of his worst lines of all time to show like, hey, if they did have like a versus battle, like Jay-Z would kill Lil Wayne. So here's a couple lines. Like the number after 1, I'ma get me 2. I got old money, I could have bought a dinosaur. Her toes smelling mint like Tic Tacs. I call them April babies because they fools. So, I mean, right there, that's like, I don't know. And I know like most Jay-Z songs, like word for word, he don't really be having questionable bars like that that could potentially get exposed in like a versus battle. So I don't even know how them two would even compare or why there's even debate between like who would win between Lil Wayne and Jay-Z in a versus battle. I mean, if anything, I probably would say like Nas or Kanye would probably have the best chance with Jay-Z, but I'm still taking Jay-Z over the field. I'm taking Jay-Z over anybody. Yeah, man. So sports-wise over the last week, like the college football world went crazy. If you've been listening to the podcast or if you know me, you know that I'm a Florida State football fan. So one thing that happened this week that's like a touchy subject or something that was just like monumental in a sense. Travis Hunter, who was committed to Florida State, actually flipped his commitment from Florida State to Jackson State. And if y'all don't know, Deion Sanders is the head coach at Jackson State. So it's a lot of layers to this, man, because like full disclosure, like I said before, like I'm a Florida State fan and I was pissed off. Right. And people like probably gonna misinterpret it and be like, yo, Derek, like, yo, the number one player in the nation is going to a HBCU. Like, why are you not happy? First off, like I went to a HBCU. I'm a proud graduate of Norfolk State University. Like I wouldn't give a damn if he flipped to Alabama A&M, Tidewater Community College, Jacksonville State, Ferrum, Clint. I don't care where he wanted to. Like I wanted him to go to Florida State because this dude, like I can't even front. Like he probably would have instantly been the best player on our roster as a freshman, right? So. Yeah, I'm pissed off. Like, I'm mad about it because, Deion, who is he's a former Florida State player. And I get it. Like, yo, he's a coach at Jackson State now. He has to do his job. He came in, he out-recruited Florida State. He got on the flip. So, apparently, there is like a $1.5 million deal set up with Barstool because, like, college players can sign, like, NIL deals now where they can get money outside of, the school for their name, image, and likeness. So apparently Barstool gave Travis Hunter like 1.5 to 2 million for him to come to that school. And I think that's a piece that like not a lot of people are talking about. Like, yeah, he's going to a HBCU, but in my opinion, if that deal wasn't in place, he probably wouldn't be going to a HBCU or he probably wouldn't be going to Jackson State. And again, this isn't about HBCU versus PW or whatever. Like, yo, I'm just a Florida State fan. So, of course, if we lose a number one recruit, I don't care what school he going to, I'm going to be pissed off regardless. And then the other part of this is like, yo, Deion, he was up for like the Florida State job like a couple years ago. I think he feel kind of salty probably because, they didn't hire him. They ain't really give him a lot of consideration. But, now it's like, damn, the gloves is off, bro. Like I respect Deion. Like I said, he did his job, but shit. What we supposed to do now? So like, I think it'd be funny because like Deion has his jersey retired at Florida State. So like since Deion is, he got his own thing going at Jackson State. He got Travis Hunter to flip over there, number one player, who's going to be a beast regardless. Like, he's going to the league, whether he went to Jackson State, Florida State, Alabama, or whatever. But I'm like, yo, since Deion, like, let's you know what we're going to do? We're going to unretire Deion jersey. We're going to take the number 2, and we're going to put it on the worst defensive back on the whole team and just let him rock out with it for the whole year as payback for Deion still in the top recruit, man. But, yeah, much respect to Travis Hunter. That was a big move. It's to be applauded. I'm just a little hurt right now. You know what I'm saying? In a couple weeks from now, like, I'll be over it. But, that kind of killed the whole National Signing Day for Florida State because I look forward to seeing him kill in that garnet and gold. But we're going to have to move on, man. Hopefully, we can fire Mike Norvell in a couple years and Deion to come to Florida State and be the head coach then. Maybe they'll think he'll have enough experience at that point to give him a shot. So, yeah, man, and more like somber news. It's been, I haven't done a podcast in like 3 or 4 weeks or so, which is crazy because I had intentions of doing it like every week, and then something happened like creatively I wouldn't be in the right space, and I'd just be like, all right, I'll do it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow, or I'm gonna do it next week, and then you know how they go. Like, if you don't tackle something right away, it's just going to be on the back burner. So that's the same thing with this, right? Like, I feel like I have to be more intentional about, setting a time each week and actually following through. So I'm gonna try my best to do that. Like I figure like the best way to attack this is like, you know, not really make promises on when I'm gonna do the podcast. You know, I'll just do it when I feel like it, honestly. So yeah, but since the last podcast, a couple tragedies have happened, right? So first off, like R.I.P. Young Dolph. You know, I can't act like I was the biggest Young Dolph fan, but I definitely listen to the music. I rock with Young Dolph. I rock with, you know, the movement and the fact that he was like independent and kind of doing it without a major label. I guess that can be debated, but you know, he said he wasn't really signed to a major, but that really doesn't matter. But so you know, it's crazy that you know we keep losing. I feel like another rapper get killed or another entertainer get killed like every other week, or a couple rappers get killed a month, which is crazy because like I don't really see that happening in other genres of music, if that makes sense. Like I don't see like the lead singer of say like a Bon Jovi or like a, you know, whatever rock and roll group, you know, getting shot, you know, walking in Trader Joe's or, you know, just walking down the street, man. And like, it's sad because I feel like we do it to ourselves. When I say we, like, I mean like our community, right? Like, I don't feel like, you know, entertainers should be just protected, but at some point it's like, yo, we got to start protecting the people that actually have an impact and, you know, make a difference in the community. I mean, when you look at like Young Dolph, you know, just from like all the gems he was giving in his music and a lot of things that I heard that he was doing in Memphis, it's like a real tragedy. You know, it's just sad, man, because, you know, I didn't watch like the funeral service or anything, but you kind of can't avoid some of the clips and stuff. And it like broke my heart seeing like him playing with his kids. I think he had like a son and a daughter. They both look like they like, you know, 8 or 9 years old or younger than that. But it's just crazy that, you know, he got taken away so soon. So yeah, rest in peace, Dolph, man. You know, he'll go down as a legend for sure. Yep, and then Virgil Abloh passed away as well a couple weeks ago. I think he died from like a rare form of cancer. You know, he was somebody, of course, that I think he was like the head of Louis Vuitton. He started Off-White. He did a lot of things in the fashion community. So, you know, rest in peace to him as well. Man, so what music y'all been listening to? I did listen to, I guess not listen to, but what I listened to recently was the Russ album. That was dope. My boy ESTG, you know, he did that deluxe, so I gotta shout him out again. Yeah, my boy Drew hit me up like, yo, why Russ got the album of the year? So I'm like, okay, man, now I gotta listen to this Russ album. I think it's called like Chump 2. I never really been like a big Russ fan. And honestly, like I listened to the album. I even listened to it like 2 or 3 times. Like I kept skimming through. And usually I'll find a song that really like sticks with me or whatever. But it was tough on this one, man, because like he got some dope features though. Like Griselda's on there, Ransom is on there. I hadn't heard Ransom on a song in like years. Papoose is on there. And it's almost like, yo, like to me, this is just my opinion. It's like the features, in my opinion, kind of outshine or outweigh Russ as an artist. So I don't know if that's why I didn't really vibe with the album like that. You know, y'all know I do y'all do a 5 mic scale. And sadly, you know, I had to get this one a 2. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not album of the year. It's decent, but it's one of them joints where it's like, yo, I'm gonna play that once or twice just for review purposes, and then from here, like, I probably just won't play it at all. So, I mean, y'all can check it out. Let me know what you think. Like I said, I thought that Ross album was dope. And then, you know, I know it's got to be some more new music coming out. But yeah, the Russ is going to get a solid 2 for me. Yeah, so again, man, happy holidays. Thank y'all for listening. Hopefully I'll be back next week. If not, you'll see me when you see me. But yeah, I appreciate it, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.